What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. We're about to talk about real quick because LeBron put out another movie called Shooting Stars. This is the story about his high school basketball team. What was it? The Irish. The high school they played at, and the story about him and his Fab Four turned to Fab Five. Now this ain't for latest sketches. Ain't Fab Five Freddy. And then this
what? First of all, like don't do me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't do me.
I keep thinking I'm talking to Q-Flow sometimes. My apologies. So, yeah, but and this is not the original Fab Five, from Michigan, but this was LeBron's squad and what they called themselves here, and so they did a documentary about this years ago.
Mm-hmm. I did see that right next to the movie.
Yeah. So now they just said, well, we're going to turn this shit into a movie. And I was just like, at first when I was like watching the trailer, I was just sitting there thinking to myself like, so is this LeBron's movie or are we really talking about Lil Drew here? Because, Glad was all up in the trailers and everything. I was like, oh, this is a movie about like the friend? And LeBron's just like, I'm there.
Heck no.
That's the way, you see, like, but to be honest with you, it was a solid movie. I mean, I'm not saying it reinvented the wheel. It didn't assault me like House Party did, but
Jesus.
It didn't reinvent the wheel though. I mean, Wood Harris finds his way in here to be somebody's coach.
Bro, Wood Harris.
It's like
gonna be a coach or a daddy or a father figure somewhere.
Wood Harris just be like finding movies like y'all need a mentor, right? All right.
Nah, they be finding him. They definitely be like, yo, mentor, come on now.
I'm about to say
father figure, or he was like that one time I'm gonna be a drug dealer. That's it. Like that's.
I'm about to say he graduated from there, but that man, look, Creed, mentor, this movie, mentor, New Edition, mentor. Like, bruh, that's just the now Wood Harris role. Mm-hmm. As soon as I see him, I was just like, he either
except for Winning Time when he's on crack.
Fair.
Oh dang, that's messed up. I forgot about that one. But somebody definitely was asking him about that. It was like, you was playing a teenager and you was like 30? He was like, black don't crack. But he's like, now, he's starting to get a little gray. I guess this is the next step.
Yeah, I'm about to say that head is rounding a little bit more. To say the least. So, me and Prime saw this movie. I thought it was cool. I thought they explained the characters very well. I didn't know too much about LeBron's high school, basketball team, the story about it. To be honest with you, Frank didn't care.
That's okay.
I'll be honest. I was like, look, LeBron came out of joint.
You thought he was gonna come open that door, and be like, call the cops.
No, he should have. But no, the kid that they got to play LeBron, I thought he was all right, but I don't know. I'm a basketball head. I'm just like that tomahawk, that elbow bit just a little bit too much for me.
So, New Edition Stranger Things wasn't LeBron?
No, he played Lil Drew.
Okay,
that's what I was saying. He played his friend where they had wanted to go to this other school, but
they was all about to go to the neighborhood school and be on the team, but the coach was like, "Yeah, you not playing varsity, you playing JV because you short." And he was like, "But we win together." He was like, "So."
Basically,
so he went to another school across the pond or whatever it said.
It was like school, basically.
I said across the tracks. Ain't no ponds.
Yes.
Well, across whatever. It was like, yo, I got a team. I can bring them to you. We can win. Just if I start. Yeah. And basically, that's what he said. The coach was like, all right, I guess.
I mean, well, as he was shooting the basketball, showing him that he could shoot, and he had confidence, some of that, which made him go over there. And it was funny because me and my son was watching. He was just like, "So does this take place in Akron?" I was like, "Let me stop you right there. No 13-year-old knows about Akron, okay? So you already know it takes place in Akron. So why are you asking me?"
Because he want to confirm.
The thing he does.
Maybe he heard them say the kid from Akron, so he want to know that is that Akron.
He know damn well because he know exactly where LeBron is from. If these kids don't know anything, they know a lot of things about
about LeBron.
I mean, LeBron has moved a lot in his career, so I mean,
the boy from Akron don't change.
They know that they know him. He's their Jordan.
Yeah, for more or less. So all the different highlights that we see from, we've heard LeBron talk about it. We see the documentary, and I thought they got I thought the casting was pretty good. It was a simple. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. They showed LeBron when he met Savannah. I thought that was a cool touch because I was like, shout
out to my dog Caitlin though. I'm gonna just say that.
Shout out to so you okay?
Is she Savannah?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see the movie. I have no context.
Yeah.
Did
Prime, you got a friend in the movie?
That's a good question. I don't know if Carmelo's son played him or not. Prime, do you remember if Carmelo's son played him?
I don't recall. He could have.
I'm about to say because
I don't think it was, but I can't remember.
I'm gonna say I'm looking at the cast thing right now. And I'm sitting there thinking like, I don't necessarily know if Carmelo.
They technically for a little bit was only showing them from behind, so I was like, maybe they only got a body double or something.
They had that shot of them like shaking hands or whatever. I don't think it was his son, but I was like, is that his?
No, but
I don't keep up with celebrity children. I'm not sure.
I mean, he had a Carmelo look, but I don't think it was Carmelo's son that was playing him.
Oh, okay. I mean, Carmelo's son don't look like him from either. He look like Lala.
I mean, I say he still he had the fro out and all that, so I mean he looked cool, and I mean so how'd you feel about the movie? Was there any gripes that you had with it?
Gripes. I mean, it was like
tomahawk. At the tomahawk, I was like, that is not a LeBron tomahawk, but sure.
Well, yeah, I'm like, look, he could have elevated it from. He could have went from that in high school to full tomahawk in the NBA. I don't know, whatever. I was like, okay, all right, I give you that because you can dance and do all that. You can't really suspend your disbelief and fly like LeBron. Nobody can do that.
Exactly.
So it's hard. But I mean, I feel like it was an okay movie. It's just the story wasn't all over the place, but it was kind of they could have changed it a little bit because like we spent like almost an hour getting them to school, and then once they got to school, then it went by in like 30 minutes.
Oh no! Okay, what an hour? Because
like his 4. Well, I'm just saying, like his 4 years of high school seemed like they condensed down to like 45 minutes or 30 minutes.
They did breeze by the high school part a lot.
I was confused because I was like, okay, so they playing. Okay, he's doing a cover shoot. I'm like, already? Like he's already the star. Like I was like, that just it was a lot.
Yeah, and then it was like, okay, well then we gonna start start the 4. I mean, well first they started his homeboy who they call Unc. And then he started, and then it was like, he got in the game, and then he started starting, and then they had the little white kid come in and play with them. Then they played the seniors, which in the parking lot. It was funny. Remember when they started shooting? He was like, "Are they shooting? No, they shooting over there. We shooting right here." I was like, "Yeah, but I still probably would have ran." But just no. LeBron said, "Space Jam. Everything inside these lines is work."
I mean, it depends on if you're used to it or not. If you're used to it, you're like, oh, well, they ain't coming over here. Well, if you ain't used to it, then you're like, yeah.
I mean, look, all of us up here besides you is in Philly, so we used to it. Don't mean I ain't moving. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, we all been there. I was saying, but, yeah. No, yeah, so, I thought, like I said, the kids did a fine job. It didn't overstay its welcome at all. It really just told the story. I didn't even know LeBron was got in trouble with the whole bribing thing when the guy gave him the jersey and stuff.
I didn't know it. Like when I seen the exchange, I was like, that's kind of weird because like he gave it to him. Was like, all right, he took a picture and then he did a straight face. I was like, that's kind of weird.
I was like, I didn't even know any of that happened. And he was like temporarily kicked off the team. I was like, oh, Maybe I should go back and watch that documentary because I
do know. I do know he was kicked off the team because there are pictures on Facebook or not Facebook, Twitter and Instagram of LeBron. It was like, this is LeBron on an off day with his high school team. LeBron is way taller than everybody in the suit and everybody else playing.
Yeah.
So like he playing with the JV team. I was like, okay, well, he had to sit out or something got suspended. I know he didn't get injured, so I was like, okay, well, he must have had to suspended.
Yeah, pull that. I'll tell you that boy could play though. That boy could.
I
play.
didn't know that the reason he wore them little patches is because he had tattoos. I didn't know that.
You know what? Funny, I didn't know that neither. Because I was just like, because he got that lion tattoo first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. So was there a high school rule that you could have the tattoos or?
I mean, they went to a Catholic school, so you probably can't do that in Catholic school.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, they did go to a Catholic school. I was like, man, you know what? That was a fun fact that I really didn't even know about. But I'm glad, I'm glad I did learn it. I didn't know they lost. They lost. Okay, I know they won a championship, but they lost a championship also. Like there was a lot in the story that I was like, oh, I probably should go back and watch the documentary because I didn't know half this shit.
Yeah, no, they freshman year they won it. They won the whole thing, and then they lost the second year to Carmelo, and then the third year. Something else happened and they wanted the senior year.
Now, okay, so I already know Carmelo's older than LeBron because Carmelo he did 1 year at Syracuse, and Wade is older than all of them because he did 4 years at Marquette.
I think he did 3 or 4.
Yeah, or 3 years at Marquette. Yeah, okay. So, but because I was like when he's playing Melo, then my son was like, well, aren't they both seniors? I was like, no, Melo's older. Than LeBron because he went to 1 year of college and they came out and they both was in the draft at the same time. So yeah, he's a little ahead of LeBron. So that's yeah. But overall, I would give it about if I had to give it a grade for our grade, since I'll give it about # give it a chance.
Yeah, I'll give it a chance. # give it a chance because it's one of the movies where you just put on.
Yeah.
Like after you don't watch this, like you just put it on. So like, if you have company, so they can just be like, "Oh, dang, that's kind of cool," or they just watch it, kind of just watching and talking,
I mean, low key, it can be catch at a barbershop. To be honest with you, about saying, but
it sounds like the barbershop would be a good place to catch it. Honestly,
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean that's pretty good. I mean, if you, I'll put it like this: if you're a basketball head, you're a basketball fan, and you're a LeBron fan, like Q Flow is, check the movie out. # give it a chance. But if not, you can catch a thing at a barbershop. Like my wife would never go back and watch this.